Morning, everybody. This week I'm going to cover lots of different things, lots of different methods to do with breath work. Now, you'll notice that breath work is all the rage at the moment on social media. So today I want to go over the basics and something which I feel has been vitally missing out of health and movement, but it's getting more popular now. So today I'm going to tackle the subject of nasal breathing. Now, back 10, 15 years ago, when I used to go round to businesses talking about health and well-being, I was giving the stats then of 85% of admissions to the GP were all to do with respiratory conditions, and 75% of admissions to casualty at the weekend were all respiratory related. Now, that's going back 10 to 15 years ago. Now, with all sorts of viruses and all sorts of respiratory problems, I bet it's 10 times worse. But I feel we're missing something vital. We're looking for, we're just looking at the symptom and we're just looking for a quick fix. We're not looking at the whole respiratory and immune system as one. So here's a few facts about nasal breathing. So you're either a mouth breather or a nasal breather. And what happens is when we have a lot of childhood adversity problems, we tend to go into a state of fight or flight, which takes the central nervous system to sympathetic dominant. When you're sympathetic dominant, you tend to go mouth breathing. With the way modern life is, and the amount of TV and screen time that we start to view, that also puts the central nervous system into fight or flight, and that makes us very much mouth breathing. So this is why I'm not a big advocate of television. At least where my plants were is where my television was years ago. It's not to say it's wrong, it's just, it's not always it's a form of relaxation, but it's not always the best form that we can help. Our diet and lifestyle. So if your diet is rich in carbohydrates, and the carbohydrates I'm going to say are grains, sugars and vegetable oils, and that's all things which contribute to processed foods or foods that have a long shelf life, and things like white rice, white pasta, the sugar in lots of different things which we don't realize, that is going to contribute to mouth breathing. And mouth breathing isn't healthy at all. Side effects of mouth breathing, any functional dentist will tell you, is mouth grinding, deformity of the shape of what's called the rule of thirds, particularly in the lower third. We're seeing now children at school, most children in a class at school will have some sort of orthodontics or some sort of brace. So I'm going to just, first of all, get you to sit up tall with your spine nice and tall. Place your hands wherever's comfortable for you. And the most important thing is to have that spine tall and have a good base. If you can sit with your legs crossed, brilliant. If you can't, you can sit with me. I'm sitting in a sort of mermaid pose, but the main thing is I've got my pelvis grounded. So I've got a good support, and I'm just going to do a loop. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to force my mouth closed, and I'm just going to close my eyes, and I'm going to observe the breath coming through the nose. Okay, so we're just going to do that for about 2 minutes, and I'm just going to close my eyes. Okay, I'm going to bring you back round. So even by doing 2 minutes nose breathing, it's actually taking my central nervous system more parasympathetic. I'm becoming more calm, and my body's actions are becoming more in sync, so I'm coordinating everything in the body. So nasal breathing is so important, and I know it's become very popular now in the sporting world. I'm just going to finish off with something, telling you a little top tip for today about nitric acid. So the main benefit, I would say, for me as a movement therapist is when I am teaching people and people are coming to me with chronic pain, a lot of the chronic pain is coming from mouth breathing. Now, there's so many physios, osteopaths and chiropractors now are looking at the breath in the relation to infant development and the way we move. So if you don't address the body as a full system, you are wasting your time. You will get quick results in other parts of the body, but the underlying condition still comes into the body. So nitric acid, guys, is produced in the nasal sinuses, and it's really instrumental for delivering oxygen around the body because it regulates blood flow. Now, it influences the body cells, and this is important because it has a big contribution to platelet function, to the immune system and the nervous system, and it's important for homeostasis and mitochondrial function. So if we don't address the body holistically, we are just constantly banging on the door, and we're like a boat sailing down the river, and we're just constantly patching up that little boat with little quick fixes. So have a go of that nasal breathing, guys, because that's the introduction. And every day this week, I'm going to be taking you through a breath work. If you feel this could help improve the quality of somebody's life or give them some information, please share. And as you know, I do 4-hour check consults. So if you have chronic pain or if you have a condition, give me a call for your free consult and I will see if I can help you. When people come to me for their 4-hour check consult, I assess their breathing, because if the breathing isn't right on the hierarchy of survival, that's the main thing which makes us survive, no amount of exercise is going to help. It may help a little, but it's not going to treat the body holistically. So wherever you are, everybody, enjoy your day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Goodbye now.